This is only day one, and I'm losing my mind because I'm already changed.
Incredible. And so many connections. It's crazy.
I came to take my speaking to the next level. They took my life to the next level.
Ain't no competition when you make it to the top.
More family time, more abundance. You've been made for more. Either you're in the midst of adversity, just came out of adversity, or you're about to head into some adversity. So you better be prepared for it either way.
Don't miss it because it's life-changing.
I'm working out in the gym or whatnot, doing my thing. And like he said, man, my girl, she came to me and said, I think that's the guy who you follow.
Wow.
You know? And I said, who are you talking about? She was like, the Jeremy guy. And I'm like, oh, he in here? I'm like, you sure that's him? And so when I approached him, I said, man, like, you know, let me just pour into you. If you want to just come in here and train with me a couple of days out the week, I said, brother, I said, I don't want your money, bro.
Yeah.
I said, don't pay me nothing.
You know
man.
my energy, Deanna. I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna outbless me.
And this is something that, this is something that I don't do.
I'm on another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level.
Welcome back to the Next Level Living Podcast. I'm talking about #1 podcast amongst anybody who like podcasts. It's your favorite podcast, and we back. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. K-Hart, how you feeling?
I can't do this. I can't take it serious.
Oh, man. I promise, y'all, this is one of them ones, y'all. Y'all ain't got no idea. K-Hart, talk to me.
Skip me.
How
you don't want to
feeling?
know.
You know what, Jay? She ain't ready. She ain't focused. Bro, how you feeling,
look,
dog?
So I want y'all to get ready in just a second, cue in and zoom in on Jock. I want y'all to see our special guest, right? I want y'all to understand why Mike's like, yeah.
Well, wait for it. It's a surprise. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, I am excited. Mike, you a fool for that.
What happened?
You a fool for that. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited for the day. I'm excited to be building back with the squad, the family this week. This episode here is going to be special. This one here, we're going to stretch you.
Yeah.
We're going to challenge you. We're going to grow you. And we're going to help you go to the next level. I'm going to kick it back to Chris. I know she got a student spotlight that I'm going to introduce today's guest.
You ready for your spotlight?
I'm ready for my spotlight. Woo. Okay. So today we're going to give a shout out to Musu Davis.
Okay.
8K for one engagement.
Yeah, doctor.
Oh, Dr.
Dr.
Musu Davis.
Ooh, okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
She's so awesome, man. She's a shining star in the community.
Okay.
She 6-time like Olympian. You know what I'm saying? Like champion. Like
Really?
Yeah, she getting busy, bro.
Oh, okay.
And now she's out here speaking, writing books, changing lives, bro.
Nah, that's fine.
And for her, you know, because people be like, you know, is it space for women to be professional? I'm like, man, there's 55% of the people in our speakers community are women. So I love it when I see sisters like, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Davis out here shining, speaking, and then getting paid for
And
it.
an NCAA
Like, Jock,
champ.
there's some people, bro, that went from,
I said, and she's an NCAA champ.
Oh, yeah, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at some people, it's like, man, I'm trying to make $8 an hour, or I'm trying to get to the point where I make $8,000 a month.
Yeah.
She making $8,000 an hour speaking and changing lives. So, yeah, shout out to Dr. Musu for sure.
Super proud of you.
Yes.
For sure.
Man, let me tell y'all about our special guest for today.
Sound it out, Jay.
Jacquez. Jacquez.
Oh my God. Okay, guys. You see what you're going to get on this episode.
AKA Jacquez Lewis, a.k.a. Mr. Reps.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? On the gram. How you doing, my brother? Good to see you, man.
I'm doing great, man.
Yeah.
How y'all doing today?
Man, amazing, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Amazing. Here's a
Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
Mike, what did you do?
I want to give y'all some background to how me and Jock connect. I'm gonna tell him how we connect.
You gonna tell him? Okay, all right.
So I'm gonna tell him my version. You tell me your version.
Cool.
So we in the gym, and you know, I see people. You know what I'm saying, and I be out here you know, when I see somebody that's like doing it, I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? And so I saw my man, I was working out in the gym, and I saw my man, and I remember thinking like, bro, like that's goals. Like, he on a whole nother level, respect. And I was gonna tell him whenever we cross paths, like, hey, bro, I see you, bro. So he rolled up on me and was just like, you know, yo, I think my girl recognized you, you Jeremy, whatever, and we kind of started chopping it up, and I met his queen, and we just kind of connected from there. You told me like you were interested kind of in speaking, and I'm like, man, I'm on this, you know, this health and fitness journey.
Yeah,
connected
okay,
from there.
okay.
Right.
Now
That
it's
we
making
did.
sense.
That we did. So I'll run my version. So my version was this. So I'm working out in the gym and whatnot, doing my thing.
Just lifting 405s.
That's it.
Dumbbells.
That's much, right?
Dumbbells.
And like you said, man, my girl, she came to me and said, I think that's the guy who you follow.
Oh, wow.
You know? And I said, who you talking about? She's like, the Jeremy guy. And I'm like, oh, he in here? I'm like, you sure that's him? I'm like, all right, cool. So when he came back, when you came back through and I seen you walk by, I said, oh, that is him. So, you know, my thing was this. I said, I always say to myself, I said, you never know where opportunity lies if you just open your mouth sometime, right? And I didn't think that it was going to go anywhere, to be honest, but I just wanted to let that brother know that you've been doing your thing.
Yeah.
Right? You've been pouring into the community. You've been doing your thing. So I said, you know what? The hell with it. I said, I'm going to just go up there, introduce myself, holler at him, see what's going on and whatnot, right? And it kind of just went from there. So when I approached him, I said, brother, I said, I appreciate what you do and how you pour into people. You know what I'm saying? And before I got into the story of telling him about who I am, I told him, I said, man, at the end of the day, man, I said, a lot of kings like you are always pouring into other people. And I said, man, if you give me an opportunity, I would love to just pour into you. You know what I'm saying? Because I see you out here doing your thing. And like I said, man, it could become really exhausting not getting poured into.
Right, yeah.
Right? So this is my field. And it's like, I know for a fact that, you know, I don't present the same kind of value in the speakers industry or whatnot, right?
Not yet.
But I know, that's right, not yet. But I know where my value lies in the fitness industry, right? So with that being said, I'm like, I know I'm at the top of my game on this fitness thing.
Everybody with a camera, everybody's watching on YouTube and not Spotify and not Apple Podcasts and not all these other streaming platforms. Y'all, this is the episode. I wasn't growling so you could turn your speaker up. I was doing it so you could turn your camera on. He ain't capping.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So what was that? So
yeah, you was talking about the respect.
Right. So we went into that, and I told him, I said, man, I said, I see you doing your thing. You're looking good. And when I see another brother that has a certain level of physique, that shows me a few things. It shows me, one, that he's committed. He has a certain level of discipline that the average people don't have, and his focus is on a whole nother level. So that's attractive to me as another king. You see what I'm saying? So when I approached him, I said, man, like, you know, let me just pour into you. If you want to just come in here and train with me a couple of days out the week, I said, brother, I said, I don't want your money, bro. I said, don't pay me nothing.
You know, my energy, Deanna, I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna outbless me.
And this is something that, this is something that I don't do. I don't offer my services like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that I just really don't do. But I seen the value in it because I seen another brother who I just felt like I resonated with without even meeting. You know what I'm saying? So it just went from there. And when he was like, yeah, man, let's do it. And he told me, like, he said he couldn't really connect with his old trainer. I said, man, let's make this happen, man. I said, what time you gonna be here? He said, I'm gonna be here at 9. I said, well, I'm gonna be here at 9 waiting.
But that's the part that got
for
because when I was training,
and I've heard him say I know what he's about to say. Times is always fickle for Jeremy has so much space blocked out that a lot of times in previous situations, there were only certain slots available for him. So he was trying to make himself uncomfortable, compromising something else with his business in order to do it. So what he's about to say, and I'm just going to say it for him, is that when you were willing to adjust your schedule to meet him where he was, he only had small slots. That spoke volumes to him. Number one, you offered to do it without payment, right? Number one, so he notices that type of service because he's always volunteering. He's still stepping out. So he saw your heart. But then when you saw you was going to adjust your schedule, that's another level of intention. It lets me know not only am I open to serving you, I'm going to make sure that this service happens whenever you commit to me that you have time.
That's right.
That's incredible, bro.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I don't have to say it because Mike said it.
Right. I mean, bro, listen.
No, but I will say it. But I do want to clarify. But this is what I want to clarify.
Yeah.
In case KD watching, KD's my guy.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not that we can connect on a personal level. It's just my schedule. You know what I'm saying? And I needed that 9 to 10 was like
Right
my
there.
sweet spot.
Not too far from the house. Get there and get
right
in
there,
and get
right,
out.
and get into his gym. It was just like I can't be as consistent as I want to.
That's right. That's right.
And so when I felt your humility, I felt your heart. I was like, bro, I can help you. And so when you told me you'd been interested in speaking, I'm like, oh,
yeah.
So I'm just a talking, right? I'm just a talking. And started giving them a little bit about me and my background and stuff like that. And I told him, I said, speaking is something that I want to get into, work my way into at some point.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Speaking and podcast.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I'm looking to start my own podcast.
Yep.
Or whatnot. And then when I said that, eyes kind of lit up. He didn't see it, but his eyes kind of lit up like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you never know what a person is already thinking when you say certain things.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? His mind could have went to spinning. You feel me?
Sure.
And I think we just really resonated like that. And like I tell a lot of people, man, I said, people could always miss each other, but energy doesn't miss.
That's right. I like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey.
You could always, people always miss each other, but energy doesn't miss. It's going to connect at a certain point, at some point or whatnot. So this connection right here, man, I just felt like it was time. And the speaking aspect of it, right? It was like, man, I wasn't planning on doing this until like next year sometime.
Yeah.
Right? Like when I got other things in order or whatnot. But at the same time, man, I had to sit back and I went into deep meditation the next couple of days. And a few things resonated with me. And I said, you know what? This opportunity was placed right in front of me.
Facts.
Right? For me.
Yeah.
Why am I not acting on it? I said, I would be a fool to not act up on it.
Facts.
You know, although it wasn't in my timeline, but it's in my timeline.
It's in your timeline.
It's not in your timeline. It's in God's timeline. Hold up. Because when you make plan, God laughs. He's like, oh, okay, so you thought you was going to do it? No. I got something for you.
Right.
And I need you to go at this time because when you wait, you might miss it on that time.
That's right.
So anyway.
That's right.
It's not his timeline, but it's God's timeline.
Yeah.
And the thing that I like that you said is that I didn't plan on doing it until next year.
Yeah.
Bro, guess what? You could still not start till next year. But guess what happened last week? We were talking about something with Jeremy's biggest gig, and it all came down to one thing, and the word was preparation. In order for you to start next year, when are you going to start preparing?
That's right.
Yeah.
You had the
That's right.
opportunity to start preparing, not because you were ready to prepare or was planning out to prepare, but because you took advantage of an opportunity.
That's
You
right.
said, I saw another king. A lot of times we mess up because we see ourselves as doing something so great that we can't provide a service or offer something to somebody else. We can't salute somebody else doing something great because we so caught up in what we're doing.
That's right.
You've
That's
never
right.
mentioned how great you were. You just mentioned that you saw value in somebody else and he saw it back in you.
That's it.
So to all my kings
That's
out
it.
there,
That's
I'd
it.
actually like to encourage y'all to say that it's actually easier to see your crown when you point out someone else's.
That's right. That's right.
Don't let that go over your head.
Okay.
Real. Man, give me some.
My
Right.
dog.
That's what I'm talking about.
Lord.
Man, you said a mouthful on that one.
Yeah.
When
Yeah. Mike stays with that good game.
Bro,
He stays with the good game.
I'm so grateful for you, bro.
Oh, and I'm grateful for me.
Man,
I'm grateful
So
for
look,
me.
so
Wow.
look, so let me
Yep.
say this, man.
Yep,
so
Mike.
I am so let's talk about and then we're gonna transition, but I do want to take some time to talk about your fitness journey.
Okay.
Right. Go ahead and share with them the accolades, man. Let them know what you've been doing. You're not just fit, you out here killing it at the highest level. Talk to the people.
So I've been doing this fitness thing, man, since I was 19 years old. I've been doing it for a very long time. It's something that I actually used to do for free in the beginning when I first got my first gym job or whatnot. And as a sales counselor, I would see all the trainers training people and leaving when they want and coming in when they want. And I seen some of these checks like, hold on, they're making more money than me. And I'm sitting here 14 hours a day. Like, what's going on? So got into training, but I started training people and clients at the gym for free because it's just something that I just love helping people and showing people something that they don't know. If I know a little bit, I'm always eager to show
Ready to
somebody
share,
something. Like,
yeah.
oh, let me show you this and let me show you that. And so I did that for the next 2 years. I trained people for free for like the next 2 years, and I just decided to make it my my career.
When did you go pro?
So I decided to go. Well, I'm sorry. I decided to compete at the age of 30.
Okay.
Right. That was a long time ago.
Was it?
Was it?
A long time ago.
I'm over here trying to catch up to the years. I'm like, wait.
Right. So I've been competing for 12 years now.
Amazing.
Right?
I see what you did there. The math
I've
is
been
math.
competing like 12 years now. And it was just something, man, that a friend of mine challenged me to do at the time. I had no interest in doing it or whatnot. And at the time, we would always challenge each other on different things or whatnot. You know how your boys are.
Of course.
Or whatnot, right? And he called me, he said, Jay, let me send you these pictures, man, and watch these dudes on stage. He said, man, you could beat all of them. For real, I said, send me the pictures, man. So long story short, man, we went to looking over things and I went to inquiring about different competitions and shows and stuff, man. And I want to say that same year, 2012, I did my first competition or whatnot, right? And it's like I got the bug, right? It's like eating that Pringle and you got to eat the whole thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? So got the bug with that, man, and it became a passion, right? But not only became a passion, it became something that that grew me in other areas of my life that I didn't know needed growth.
Talk to me about that. That's good.
Right. So with that being said, it was the challenges that came with it. The level of commitment and discipline that I had to have in order to be this elite competitor in this game of people that's been dominating the whole time. Like, I mean, before I even thought about competing, people was already dominating this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when this new division called men's physique came out, I said, well, I didn't want to be the big guys or whatever, you know, with the tighties on and stuff like that. And so when this new division came out that had like board shorts, like swimming shorts that comes down to your knees, I said, man, that's a nice mainstream look.
Yeah.
Because at the time I was a lot into like fitness modeling and stuff like that, trying to just get my name out there with that. You know, all that kind of goes into play with your personal training and your branding or whatnot. And it actually just snowballed from there, man.
I honestly never thought somebody with my background would end up being a nationally sought after professional motivational speaker. My name is Brad Butler II, and before I joined the Next Level Speakers Academy, I struggled with organization, systems, and consistently being able to get booked. Because of the courses and trainings in the Academy, I now have the competency and confidence for me to go out and be successful, and that in turn has increased my currency. Now I travel, speaking and changing lives as a six-figure speaker. And in addition to the income that I've been able to make, I've been able to buy back my time for myself and for my family. The Speakers Academy has made my dreams of living a life of purpose and becoming a professional speaker a reality.
So with that, bro, let's see, I turned pro in 2014.
Okay.
Right? And I was on a mission to gain 20 pounds in a year. Right? And I'm talking about, man, the level of focus, it was something that I had never applied to any aspect of my life.
Right.
Right? And growing as a young man and as a man with no one, it was like, you know, no one to tell you, hey, man, I support you this or do this or, you know, just kind of back you. It put me in a place where it's like, you're your only support.
You all you got.
Right? It's like you're your only support on this level because nobody... Like, and you know this, Jay, anybody else that, you know, that works out that's watching this, you know this, like, when you're on a certain kind of goal, a certain level goal or whatnot, there's nobody watching you doing that cardio. There's nobody watching you what you're eating in the refrigerator.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Just to kind of stay on you, whatever the case may be. So these things, man, I took these things and applied these disciplines to other areas of my life, and they started to make me successful. In my personal training and other things that I was doing as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now I have a certain level of standard in this area that I just...
You got to do it across the board.
That's right. That I just went across the board with it or whatnot. So,
But I will say this, though. There are some people that's okay with winning in certain areas of life and then sucking in other areas.
Yeah, and I don't like that. That's no balance. I'm a Libra, man. I gotta have balance.
Yeah,
bro.
And I'm the same. But there are some people that's like, yo, I don't mind having the best physique, being in the best shape, and win these awards.
That's right.
Physically, but then relationally and spiritually and every other aspect, credit trash, like. I suck, but I'm winning on what people
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Messiah talks about how the Pharisees was focused on washing the cup on the outside, but the inside is dirty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, first wash the inside and the outside will be pure. So just that aspect of some people just focus on, I'm just gonna focus on what they can see. But it's like cleaning a house. It's like, okay, you sweep stuff up under the table, you sweep stuff up under the bed, you put a bunch of stuff in the closet.
That's right.
It's like, but what happens when somebody opens a closet?
That's right.
Or when they look into the, so I can appreciate you saying, I apply the same principles here and begin to apply that in the other areas of life. I tell people, like, if you really want to be nice with it, let me see if you can be nice in all these other areas as well. Not perfect, but you putting forth that same
right. Everything has to be at least a certain standard, whereas that you can still see growth in these areas. Whereas that you're so high here and you're so low here, and this is continually to negatively affect, your outcome in the areas that you're really trying to grow in.
Bro, I just had a guy tell me last week, a white male in the corporate space say, Jeremy, he was in tears after my speech. Jock, my man said, I'm a star at work, but I suck at home. He literally told me that.
Dang.
He was like, bro, I'm a great employee. I'm a great director. I'm a horrible dad. And he was just like, I gotta do better. I said, that's it right there. The fact that you even aspire to do better. Right. Because some people could care less. He heard my speech and was like, you know what? I really want to be winning on all levels. Right. So it's a different type of mindset.
I totally understand. I totally understand that, brother. But guys like myself, I'm just totally different, right?
Right, for sure.
And what I mean different, meaning like, I take a certain kind of pride in my home and being a man to my kids, my family first. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I am. So let me tell you something. I can't go out here and do a bunch of other different things and be successful in this area and successful in that area and have no success at home. That's right. That is impossible for me because I gotta clean up the clutter. I can't even operate like that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I just think, man, it boils down to, making a choice to say, hey, man, look, I have to be this certain kind of man for my family day in and day out, no matter what's going on in the workforce. And I think people miss that balance in life, you know what I'm saying? Chasing the bag and this and just having that mental aspect, and a lot of times those duties go out the window.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Chasing success for your family. And I get it because we all have a certain level of not certain level. I want to say we all chase it in a certain way or fashion or whatever, and we all deprive our family in certain ways.
Absolutely, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? We all. I know I have done it or whatnot, but that's the thing of doing it and then evaluating and then coming back and finding the balance.
Right.
You know what I'm
that
saying?
part.
Yeah,
and then it shows.
Yeah.
What we talked about last time, discipline shows.
Oh, it does.
And nobody look at you and be like, you ain't disciplined. You know what I'm saying?
That's the work you done on the inside coming out on the outside.
That's
People are looking at you like, oh, okay, he just probably lift weight. But no, that's your discipline. That's your commitment. That's all that stuff that goes into your every single day.
That is right.
Yeah,
that
for both of y'all.
Right.
If I can highlight something that you said earlier that I just don't want people to miss, and I actually want to give them something practical for wherever they may be listening, man. You said that in order to be elite, and you were talking to Jeremy about different exercises and stuff, but you said there's a lot that you're going to have to do that's going to have to go unseen.
That's right.
If you're struggling in any area, how about you give yourself permission to just give it a lot of attention, a lot of practice, a lot of reps, even without the appraisal, or not the appraisal, but from the praise from other people. If you are okay with doing the work without being recognized, you can be elite in any area of your life. But a lot of times we do things only with the expectation of being recognized. And so what happens is that our motor is only as long as if someone sees us. If we can get that out of our heads that we need to be acknowledged and that we are enough just simply committing to the work. You already give yourself to become next level in the area of your choosing. It don't have to just be working out. It don't have to just be speaking.
That's right.
It can literally be in anything that you want to do. You can be a better father without having a father.
That's right.
There are books on that. There's therapy. There's research. There's conversation between quality men that you can have. There's ways you can grow in transparency and vulnerability.
That's right.
Like all of these things, but you just have to keep putting in the reps. And it's uncomfortable, but it works.
And you're absolutely correct, man. But one thing, it's the thing about people, man. I think for a person to get to that level of thinking and just make that what we call a choice, it takes everyone to go through something.
I like that.
To get to that point, to make that choice. And if you don't go through anything that will push you out your comfort zone to make that choice, then you will continue to serve your past doings.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
right?
good.
So anything that you're serving in the past can't benefit your future. You see what I'm saying? Right?
Right.
The repetitions of what you do. When you wake up in the morning, you do this, you do that, you brush your teeth, and all these other different things. I think people take too long in life as men and women to just sit here and actually make a choice.
Right.
Because they're waiting on a big push.
Jeez.
Now, I can honestly say, like, hey, look, I've been through enough. Whereas that, that push been happened
Right.
a long time ago.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, I hate that it works out like that. But I mean, over the weekend with the conference, you were saying, man, like on the other side of pain is growth. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's really like the truth.
So true.
Yeah. And we don't like that because love supposed to, feel good.
Right.
Growth supposed to feel amazing. You know what I'm saying? But they don't tell you, they just tell you to grow and this and that, but they don't tell you to roll through growth to feeling amazing and to feeling and having that abundance.
Let me ask you a question.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you preparing for the next competition?
Yeah.
Is it Mr. Olympian or
No. So every year you have to requalify.
Okay.
So right now I'm like 6 weeks.
That's a bar.
Yeah.
That's a bar. Don't miss that.
So right now I'm like 5 weeks out from my next competition.
Okay.
Wow.
Right now. So I haven't been to Mr. Competing in that elite level show since 2016, 15 and 16. 15, I was top 10 in the world. In 2016, I was top 20 in the world. So it kind of took a turn. It kind of took a turn because a lot of brothers like myself, we wasn't getting sponsorships and stuff, and they'll tell you, they say, "Oh, go turn pro. We gonna take care of you and this and that, this and that." Well, you turn pro. Well, go win another pro show. Go win a pro show and this. Well, hold on, stop. You know how hard it is to win a pro show?
Exactly.
With competing against thousands, not just in the United States, but my competition is in Russia. They come from Russia. They come from Brazil.
Wow.
The top top three guys in this last competition, the Arnold Classic that just passed this past weekend, all three guys was Brazilian. Like we compete against people all over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When did you stop needing to have a trainer, or do you still have one now?
No, I don't. I don't have a personal trainer. Right
Okay.
now.
But I'm saying, when you were training and competing,
I did myself. I have a coach right now. I picked up a coach because I needed some other eyes on me. I needed another. I needed some other eyes to say, "Hey Jay, look, that's a good decision. Go ahead on and do that." Or no, Jay, that's not a good decision, Jacques. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Versus me just going up on what I think I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm always open to it, but it has to be someone for me that I see the value in because I have grown so much and I know so much about myself.
How do you pick a? Okay, go ahead.
No, I was going to just say that you got a seed in them. Bro, I done been to trainers, bro. I done been to LA Fitness and Cash run up on me. Hey, man, let me know if you need a trainer. I'm like, bro, I'm in better shape than you.
Right, don't
What are
worry
you
like
talking
that.
about?
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So, and I need someone like you to train me because you can say something to me somebody else can't.
Yeah.
Right. Man, let me tell you, when he said this to me, I was pissed, but I was like, I mean, that's what he here for. My dog was like, he was like, oh, you lift that little itty bitty weight.
Hey, bro.
Well, if that's what we doing, then. But I needed that.
Invite me to your next session, bro, please. And all you gotta do is just talk bad to him half the session, dog.
That's it, bro.
He said, I ain't even got to work out. I just want
I'll
to
say everything for you. Just whisper to me. I'll tell him.
Wow.
But I needed that push. But can't nobody else tell me that.
Of course, see?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed someone with you, your physique, your credibility, all these years of operating at a high level, number 10 in the world. Like, bro, that's major.
Yeah.
Especially in the mental Olympian space. So I need someone like you with that credibility that can say, hey, this is what I want you to do.
That's right.
And then he don't let me off the hook.
Nah.
I hit him. I was like, how many you want 5? He's like, stop playing, bro. 15. I get to 8. Chest star fell. And he's like, no, pick that. I'm like, all right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he fucked, and I'm in there cussing. I'm in there struggling, bro.
That's right.
I'm saying stuff I typically wouldn't say on camera, but it's painful.
Right.
But that's where the growth comes from.
The push is needed.
And I need you there. Every time, whenever you come to the gym, I'll be like, I might have started early. I'll be like, bro, I was giving it my all, but it ain't going to be what you going to bring out of me.
That's right.
Because I'm only going to push myself but so far.
Right.
For what you think is possible.
Bruh, and so that's why my brain... Sometimes I'd be like, oh, you want 10? I'll do 10. He'd be like, give me 5 more. I'm like, bruh, I done shut my mental. I was right.
Yeah,
I gave him all. But had he been like, give me 15, I would have planned it differently. So sometimes he got to even shock me. Where it's like, all right, now give me an extra 5.
I got to give you something that your mind has planned for. You know what I'm saying? So we can shock the body, man. But man, it's been I can't say this, man. It's been a wonderful experience. You know, going through everything I've been through with competing and stuff, man. Another thing we used to fight, it's like 2024, but back then, 2015 and 16, like, man, how we still fighting racism? You see what I'm saying? How we still the first? Like, I'm the first African American from New Orleans to ever become an Olympian.
I'm from New Orleans. We should have led with New Orleans.
Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the first brother from New Orleans to become an Olympian. It's 2015. We still breaking these kind of barriers, man. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was so overwhelming with trying to put the brothers in the back to the point that we overwhelmed the space. So they had to see us. And that was the breakthrough.
Bro, can you no, bro. Because, bro, see, they tell me sometimes I be talking so fast that sometimes I drop a bar and people miss it. Bro, please say what you just said. You said they put so many of us in the back till we start overwhelming the space. It's so many of us. We can't even stay in the background no more.
Right.
That's crazy.
We became that dominant. And then, you know, from just call it what it is. From the white boys being the top 5, it was the brothers being the top 5. You see what I'm saying? And the brothers now are getting the sponsorships and stuff like that, and the 6 figures and you name it now. But this is just happening in the last couple of years, though. You know what I'm saying? So these are the barriers that we still have been fighting for so long or whatnot, man. But, you know, at the same time, I'm just glad that I had the opportunity to be able to touch and reach so many different people. Because, man, like, competing has brought me in cities that I know I wasn't going to.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I wasn't traveling to these 5 states this year for nothing else and no other reason. You know what I'm saying? And so the experiences that came with it and the people that we touched, man, competing in those shows coming from other countries, man, it's a hell of a feeling, man, to have people who you don't know, right? Because you don't get that much support, like, back home and stuff like that. So to have so many people, you're at these competitions and have so many people come up to you for autographs. Hey, man, sign this. Can you sign this? Can you take a picture? Can you this? Can you that? It was like, oh, this is what it feels like. You see what I'm saying?
And that, satisfying.
It was very satisfying. And in those moments, man, those are the moments that make you continue to do what you want to. You continue to do what you do, but putting more fire on it. You know what I'm saying? Because now, okay, it's like, man, okay, I'm reaching people now. So now with this whole thing, what I have evolved into from competing and stuff like that, into to speaking to people, because, like I told Jeremy, I said, man, like, I've been people all my life, just individually, right? I've been speaking life into people my entire life. I'm not, and I will say this, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual, right? And before, when I was young, when I was a teenager, I was religious. And I was the praying person for the entire family at 16, 17 years old. So I always had these leadership type of qualities. So even when I was in my 20s and 30s and now, you know, I have a lot of older gentlemen or even women that would contact me and just to speak some life into them. So I said, you know what, man, I had a spiritual journey. I had a spiritual encounter last year, about a year and a half ago, I should say. And the words teacher came to me, right? And when that came to me, I said, okay, what does this mean? Do I need to start teaching more in the fitness industry? Do I need to do this? But I said, you know what? I really want to touch more people. How can I do that?
Yeah.
And see, I was thinking in the box of what I had been in my past. Right? And not thinking outside of the box on where I could go with my future.
Right.
Does that make sense? Right?
Absolutely.
So when I met Jay.
Yeah.
Before that, because I told Jay, I said, I brought your program before. Really? When it was like one of the things he do is like $27, $30 on training calls or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I told him that. I thought about it. I said, man, I brought that program, one of your
You know what I want to
before.
do? All right. How are you on time?
I'm good.
I want you to stick around. Y'all tune in next week.
Thank you.
Yeah, because
we're gonna do a part 2.
Yeah, for sure.
We gotta really get into the pain, purpose, the provision.
I want to know
all of that.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about his upbringing or anything like that. How he got to this place in prison.
Yeah. So, y'all enjoy this. Share with somebody, and we'll see y'all next week.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm on another level.